I think the turnout is actually better today in the pouring rain than it was last Friday. We had good weather, so yeah, really appreciate everyone coming. And all I wanted to say is just extending my solidarity to the BMA. Like, come rain or shine, we will be here backing you guys. And as a concrete expression of that, we voted last night at our branch committee to donate £500 to the.
Congratulations on the Unison GS.
Yeah!
Yeah, I'm Ken, I'm from Hackney NEU. I'm also a member of your party. I've also got a son who's a junior doctor who's on strike today, and I'm proud to be here with doctors on strike here, and I'm proud that my son is on strike as well. I remember back during COVID when he was going out in the middle of the night, working nights, going and saving lives and risking his own life going into work. And he was working up in a hospital in the city and very close to the bankers, people like Nigel Farage who wants to send hospital workers, ethnic minority hospital workers and migrants, he wants to send them to the countries that their families came from, not wanting to help the National Health Service but to undermine it, to divide people. And what I think so inspiring about the doctors is that far from dividing people by going on strike, they're an inspiration. There's Wes Streeting, he earns £160,000 a year from his salary. He earns other money on top of that from book production, books he writes and appearances on when he speaks. And yet he's got the nerve to criticise junior doctors for asking just for what they were earning 15 years ago. It's an outrage, and I'm proud to be in your party, which wouldn't have Wes Streeting anywhere near it. One of the reasons we wouldn't have him is because he's a scab. He was on the radio the other day attacking the BMA, calling on doctors to strike break, calling them to break their union, not to follow the union call on strike. And my son told me at the beginning of the week that the vote was going to be for strike action. And the reason he said that is that Streeting is making doctors even more angry when he hears them denigrating doctors, calling on them to strike break. And he told me that the doctors were going to vote to strike, but even he was surprised, to be honest, that a wonderful strike vote, 83% strike vote on a 65% turnout. That's a slap in the face for Streeting, and it's also a wonderful testament to the strength and solidarity of our doctors. Now, 3 years ago, I was on a demonstration in central London where there were 100,000 teachers out marching alongside thousands and thousands of BMA doctors, and I remember standing there behind our NEU banner, and the doctors marched up alongside us, and there were clenched fists and there was solidarity. And the power of that movement, where the teachers and doctors and there were civil servants and other public sector workers, where we came together and we were prepared to take strike action, and it was enormously powerful. The sad thing is, we didn't win everything we could win. The doctors won much more than they would have won if they hadn't have come out on strike, and because they struck the most, they got the most, and quite rightly. Teachers struck quite powerfully, and they got more than other workers who didn't take so much strike action. But we have been offered 6% over 3 years. That's 2% a year, which is way below the rate of inflation, and we are not going to be balloting after Christmas on strike action. And I hope the doctors are won by the time we ballot. But if they're not, what I would love to see is doctors and teachers and other public, and hopefully now that we've got a better General Secretary of Unison, other hospital workers, we're out on the streets together and we're fighting back, because that's where our power really lies. Of course we want to elect Green councillors and your party councillors, and we'd like to get rid of this government. We don't want to replace it with a racist alternative like reform. And the best antidote to reform is when working people fight back together. And I would love to see in the new year doctors, teachers, other public sector workers out on strike, because we have got the power. We produce the wealth in the society. It might be the billionaires who grab it off us, but we produce it. So we have got the power to bring these people to heel. And I hope we do that in the new year. So solidarity with the junior doctors. Workers unite after Christmas to fight back, and doctors to win. Thank you.
Woo!